Hey folks, Worldwide DJ Freebird from AFB Radio. Back with us again this year at the 2011 CRS. Mr. Cody McCarver from Confederate Railroad formerly. And Cody's now out on his own. Released a video last year along with the song White Trash with Money, I'm America. And a lot of great things going on with this guy here. Just did a movie called Cole Younger and Black Train. That's coming out when?
Sometime this summer, 2011. Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. You can see the previews of it, folks, on YouTube and on CodyMcCarver.com.
Yeah.
Cody, so what else is going on with you, man? I mean, a lot of things have happened in the years since I've seen you, but so much. I mean, you're a busy person, for one thing.
Yeah, last year we, when I saw you, we debuted a new video that had Charlie Daniels in it. You
Right.
talked about I'm America. And here at the Cadillac Ranch, we played the video for the first time on the big screens in there. And a year later, we got this movie, and I wrote the theme song for the movie called Outlaws and Trains. And we just got the video back for it, and probably going to debut it here tonight, a year later, a new video.
That's awesome, man. I tell you, I know you're a busy guy. Now, folks, I'm telling you, when I met Cody at CRS 39, he talked about Through God's Eyes and Red Flag. And it was such an inspirational interview that we did with you downstairs at CRS.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got to know Cody on a more personal level since then. But the true story behind your music is what makes you more the real person that you are, I think, to your fans than anything.
Yeah, I hope so, man. That's why we do music. And I refuse to get caught up in the idea that we're going to cut a song because it's a hit.
Right.
You know, there's nothing wrong with it being...
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real, and then maybe it'll be a hit.
Yep.
So,
well, I think it is a hit. I mean, it's a different type of music that a lot of people probably are used to, but it's real music.
Yeah.
I mean, the sincerity that goes along with the words that you've got in the music. If you listen to the words of, well, I'm America, for instance, okay?
Right.
You know, that's a great song, and there's a lot of, I guess, inspirational stuff that goes into that song about America itself, being an American.
Yeah, you know, when I wrote that song, I sat down to write a song about church. Myself and Jason Harbor, the guy that wrote the song with me, we're going to write a song about church and how a church is a beautiful building, but it's not the building that makes it the church, it's the people. You know, and so we kind of turned that into America. Well, it turned itself into being about America. I just sang that line, I'm America, and that's what it was. And but, you know, I wanted to write it from a non-political point of view. You know, I tell everybody every day when I did radio interviews, Toby Keith had a song, We'll Put a Boot in Your Ass, It's the American Way.
Right.
That's great. I love that. I believe
Absolutely.
that. And then Darryl Worley had Have You Forgotten? You know,
Right. Great song.
Great song. And I wanted to write something that didn't choose a side.
Right.
You know, Democrat.
But it's about
Republican.
everybody.
You know, I've just got this idea in my head that if people up in Washington would get over themselves, we'd be a lot better off.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely,
And,
brother. I couldn't agree with you more than that, but unfortunately I can't say a lot of the things I really feel on my radio show, but you know
Well,
what?
you know, I'm not saying anything bad. It's just the way it is, you know.
Absolutely. Well,
The guy here that turns the wrench makes the world go round.
Absolutely. And you know, but I'm still all for getting rid of a lot of our government too and taking back the U.S. by the people, for the people.
Yeah.
And making it with the people. So it's a lot of...
Nothing wrong with government. We just have some good government. How about that?
There you go. We'll leave it at that now. When are you going to paint some flamingos on the side of the bus?
That's next.
That's next.
That's next. I think they told me how to get it paid for before I could paint on it.
The White Trash with Money. That's a cool little video. I
Yeah.
still regret not being there with you when you shot that, but you know what? That's cool. And you know what? Cell phone's going off. That's always in our interviews.
That's what we do. The White Trash and Money thing, I cut that because of Danny Shirley.
Right.
You know, from Confederate Railroad. I was in the band for 12 years. And Danny wrote that song, and it was a true story by Danny. You know, he had moved into this neighborhood, and they didn't really want him there, and he didn't really realize that for a long time. And then it was funny because my sister, of all people, moved into a neighborhood, and it was an elderly neighborhood, and they didn't want her there.
Oh,
So I thought that was kind of funny. And then in the process of being a Confederate Railroad, the guys were awesome. They were just awesome to let me go off and, you know, chase what I wanted to do, go to L.A., record songs, movies, whatever I wanted to do. And so in return, I thought, you know, Danny has been really good to me, and if I have any career, it would be nice if I cut a song Danny wrote. And around that time, Toby Keith had an album called White Trash and Money. Not sure where he got the title, but he had an album called White Trash and Money. And I had talked to some friends of mine called Flamville Train about cutting White Trash with Money. And they said, oh, yeah, we would do that. Well, see, they were on Toby Keith's label.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they didn't quite work out like they wanted to, so I said, well, I'll just cut it myself. And on the spur of the moment, I was in the studio cutting another song. While we had the band there, I said, let's cut White Trash and Money. And it turned out like it turned out.
It's a great song. 'Cause I watch it a lot. You know, I put it on my Facebook here recently.
Right.
And, you know, trying to get everybody to come up here to Cadillac Ranch tonight, which is where we're at tonight, folks. We're live at the Cadillac Ranch in Nashville, Tennessee for the CRS 2011, which Cody is performing tonight. And unfortunately, y'all won't see this interview till after the show, but if you get a chance, go check him out because his music's great. But more importantly, to me and a lot of his fans, you can ask anybody that really knows him, have ever seen him, he's a genuine, true person. We appreciate that more than anything.
Thank you, man. We're here for a good cause tonight, too, man.
Absolutely.
Operation Troop Aid.
Operation Troop Aid. And we'll be bringing Mark Woods to you here in just a little bit. Talk a little bit more about Operation Troop Aid. Cody, you got anything I can get you to say for our American troops?
Man, God bless you, and thank you for what you do. You know, it's that was really strange for me. I went to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and down at Camp Shelby.
Camp Shelby.
And went on there late one night. We got there and went in, and they took me out in the Hummer and got to shoot the guns.
Big 50 cal.
Exactly, and it was something else, you know. And we sat in this Hummer for an hour in the dark, and that's part of their training because when they get to Iraq,
Right.
they just sit in the dark a lot. You know, they can't move. So I sat there for an hour in the dark, thinking, man, I wouldn't want to be this. I'm wearing all this Kevlar gear and these helmets and
60 pounds of gear.
Exactly. And after
Yep.
we got finished doing that, we went back to the cafeteria, and some of the guys from my hometown started walking up to me and shaking my hand, saying, "Man, what are you doing here?" And I thought, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah,
and
really.
I did not know. I had a neighbor lives 2 miles from me, had done 11 tours in Iraq.
Wow, that's a
Had
lot of tours to survive.
Exactly. And a police officer there who's a local city police officer in my hometown, Dunlap, Tennessee, who had done 3. And I didn't know it. And I thought, man, I live in a town, got 2 red lights in it, and you guys are doing this for our country, and I don't know anything about it. I was really disappointed. So I went straight back home and jumped on our local newspaper and said, you need to write about these guys and let people know what they're doing. So the war's not over.
Right.
You know, we're still over there. So everybody needs to keep supporting and doing what you do, you know.
That's, you know, we have so many. Me and Cowboy talked about this coming up to last night. There are so many people out there that fight for this country, regardless if they're in the military, firefighters, or police officers, Homeland Security, whatever, that don't get the, they just don't get, what's the word I'm looking for?
Recognition.
The recognition for what they do for all of us.
The praise.
But you know what? When our guys go out into harm's way, overseas, into a country that's unknown to us, fight for our lives, put their lives on the line for everybody, for our justice, our freedom, our liberty. You know, this is the least I can do, is sit here, do interviews with folks like yourself, play the music, take them some home music, put it on the internet, whatever, and make them feel at home.
I always try to put it like this: if it wasn't for them, we couldn't do this.
Absolutely.
And you know, I always try to tell people, regardless of what your government ideas are, you know, whether you wanted us to be at war, whether you didn't, you believe in it or you don't.
Right.
You know, daughters and sons and brothers and uncles and daddies are over there losing their lives for this country, so you got to support the troops.
Absolutely.
If you don't support the troops, you're not an American, believe me when I tell you.
There you go. You heard it from the country badass himself, Mr. Cody McCarver. Well, folks, y'all stay tuned. Coming up here in just a few moments, America by Cody McCarver, right here on AFB Radio.
Peace out.
I'm plowing a field in Illinois, raising a crop to feed my wife and boys. I'm America. I'm a single mom and that's hard to be. Work 3 jobs, 8 days a week. I'm America. I'm a guitar picker singing protest songs. Bob Dylan was right, Vietnam was wrong. I'm America. I lost my legs fighting in a war. If I could, I'd go back for more. I'm America. I'm left and right, black and white, and everything in between. I'm north and south, faith and doubt. I'm all I can be. Look around at all I am and all I'm made of. I'm America. I'm America. This morning out of Roanoke, driving a big rig to the coast. I'm America. I teach third grade in Tennessee. I could use a raise, but I'd do it for free. I'm America. Detroit City is my hometown. Might have built a car you're driving around. I'm America. I'm a volunteer with Project Hope. Went down to New Orleans when the levee broke. I'm America. I'm left and right, black and white, and everything in between. I'm north and south, faith and doubt. I'm all I can be. Look around at all I am and all I'm made of. I'm America. I'm America. America's more than a piece of land. It's blood and bones, it's woman and man. It lives, it breathes, it hopes, it dreams. It looks a lot like you and me. 'Cause we're left and right, black and white, we're everything in between. We're north and south, faith and doubt, we're all we can be. Look around at all we are and all we're made of. We're America. We're America.
We're America.
Yeah, we're America.
We're America.
We're America.
We're America.
I'm proud to be just a little part of